Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going through some Reddit stories again. Just going to scroll through and see if I find anything interesting. And yeah, we'll just talk about it together. Alright, so I think I found one. Am I the asshole for reporting a delivery driver who I thought was lying to get out of doing more work? So I used to do Uber Eats and I have some experience being a delivery driver. And we don't really lie to get out of more work, so I'm just curious to see where this one's going to go. But yeah, so that was the title, right? So let's start the story. So throw away because I don't want this link to my main, and it looks like they already deleted like this profile. But anyways, so today for lunch I decided to order from a Mexican restaurant through one of those food delivery services. I've had a bad experience or two where my order was missing some items, but the driver would always be gone before I realized and could catch them to fix the issue. I'd always have to report it through the app support chat, which is such a pain to use because they obviously outsource their representatives, and it's frustrating trying to communicate with them. I usually give up after a few messages back and forth. So this person already seems to not understand how these apps work. If there's missing items, it's not the driver's fault, it's the store's fault, and the driver's not gonna go pick up your order, drive it all the way back, get the new order, and then bring it back to you for the same price. Like, it's not their fault that the order was messed up. You know, we're literally just the third party service to take the food from the store to the location, and that's it. So I'm already like annoyed. So when the driver arrived, I told her to stay so that I could check the bag and make sure everything was there. I noticed she kind of raised her eyebrow for a moment, but otherwise she stood quietly and waited. Sure enough, a couple things were missing. I proudly said she needed to return to the restaurant and get my missing items. I would have done more than raised an eyebrow. In a very neutral, rehearsed-sounding tone, she said that it's against company policy to do that, and I should contact support through the app. I explained that I preferred not to deal with support. She said they're the only ones who can help, and she's really not supposed to go back to the restaurant. She's telling the truth. She's right. You're not supposed to do that. Unless, I mean, the only way I would do that is if like they were offering to pay me cash for the service, but otherwise, like, you have to go the regular way and call through the app. That's how it works. Like, report it through the app. Otherwise, go get the food yourself. I was a bit annoyed at this point, so I asked what the company policy was on making sure orders were correct. She said that restaurants close the bags for the drivers and they're not meant to open them or the containers inside. Something about food safety violations and not being trained. After a moment, she apologized for the trouble and left. She is doing everything she's supposed to do. Like, she's right. Like, we pick up bags and they're either sealed with they're either sealed with tape or they're sealed with a staple. We're not supposed to sit there and go through their food and their drinks and check to make sure everything's there. That's the job of the people at the store, at the restaurant. So far, yeah, this person is the asshole for sure. To me, this honestly just sounds like a bunch of bullshit excuses to get up doing her whole job. If they can't go back to the restaurant, how are customers supposed to get their food/money back? If they can't open bags to check the orders, how do they even know they're delivering the right food? It makes no sense to me. Well, how does that make any sense? Are you paying this person cash for their service? No, you pay them through the app. So you get your money back through the app. You know, it doesn't automatically go into their wallet right when the food's dropped off. That's not how it works. And I don't know why this person thinks that's how it works. No wonder they deleted this profile. So on the page where I rate my driver and leave feedback, I made a note on my situation and explained why I thought she was in the wrong. I then left 1 star and revoked my tip. Oh my god. A bit later, I was talking to my sister over the phone, who I thought would enjoy the story because she works for a different but similar delivery company. My sister said, "Did you actually think she was going to go back to the restaurant?" I laughed thinking she was just taking a dig at competing company drivers, but she just said, "I'm not joking. You literally reported her for following the rules." Literally. At first I thought my sister had misunderstood a part of the story or something, so I kind of brushed it off. But now, based on her reaction and what both her and the driver said, I'm wondering if they're right. Am I the asshole for reporting her and taking my tip back because I thought she was lying? Absolutely. This person is so annoying. If you don't know how it works, pick up the food yourself. But like, don't sit there and blame this poor person who's trying to make like a living and you're affecting their livelihood. They're wasting gas, and gas prices these days are not cheap. So again, another reason as to why she's not going to drive back to the restaurant to make sure they got the order right, just for the same amount of money you were probably going to give her to begin with. Absolutely not. You are 100% the asshole. If I ever see you on the street, I'm not going to do anything, but I will look at you dirty. Yeah. Let's read some of these top comments now. So this is deleted, but it says, "Oh my, is this world really this small? This could be a total coincidence, and I guess I have no real way to confirm either way. But I had a very similar conversation with a customer today over a missing burrito and a side of cheese dip. Even if you're not the person I talk to, I'm off the clock now, so I have some more words for you and people like you. First off, it's so annoying when people say, 'Oh, hold on a sec, just want to make sure it's all here.' Right then, I know I'm going to have to waste my time for this exact conversation. Yes, it's scripted because it happens all the time, and it's easier to be prepared. Second off, I cannot return to the restaurant if I don't mark your order as delivered. In a given amount of time, I start getting calls from dispatch. If I mark your orders as delivered, then go back to the restaurant. I've lost your order info because the system thinks I don't need it anymore. And usually I have another order waiting to be sent right after yours, so I have to move on to that one. Third off, stop and think about it. Do you want a person you don't know opening your food containers with their hand that have been touching a steering wheel, dozens of door handles and bells, cash tips from questionable places, and that haven't been washed all day because they've been in their car? It's nasty and not sanitary. I try to verify with the restaurant, but most of the time they're practically shoving me out the door. So, sorry. Fourth off, I spend literally all day delivering food to people just to make money. With one of my companies, I have no choice but to deliver orders I'm given, so I can't be lazy. With the rest, I still can't be lazy because that means less money. You know nothing about this industry. I couldn't say this before, but I can say it now. You're the asshole." So this person obviously has no idea what they're talking about, and I really hope they learned their lesson. I'm going to try to see if I can find like an update or something or comments, but the post is now deleted, or the account's deleted. But wow, I mean, that's like if the UPS driver comes and it's the wrong delivery, you tell the UPS driver, "Can you go back to the warehouse and get the right package and then bring it back to me because I didn't like the product." Like, what? People are dumb. Like, that's so frustrating. I can't even imagine like how frustrating that situation was. And at the end of the day, the driver never got paid. Like, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Yeah, so I can't find anything. The person deleted their comments, they deleted their account, whatever. So it's not there. But I don't think we need to update, you know. I hope this person was able to learn from everybody else telling them how wrong they are, and also their sibling, and also the driver, the delivery driver. You know, I hope they are able to reflect and either not order from apps like that because they don't have the control that they think they do, or just like treat the delivery drivers with actual respect and make sure they get tipped, and if they have any issues, call the store, call the restaurant. That sucks. I'd be so mad. Alright, so I found another story that I relate to. So it says, "Am I the asshole for accidentally outing my sister?" So I'm a part of the LGBTQLMNOPQ club. So, you know, I feel like I have some experience there. So let's read it. It says, "All names are fake." Okay, makes sense. For context, my 20 male... Okay, so this person was silly because they put, "For context, my 20 male sister, Zoe, 15 female, has always been the golden child." So, are you the 20-year-old male? Because, I don't know, maybe it'll make sense the more I read. I, on the other hand, was not. I always got yelled at for everything as a kid, especially when it came to her. Okay, so you're the 20-year-old male, and she's a 15-year-old female. Zoe, okay, whatever. "She was really sensitive when she moved in with us. Having lived with my aunt and uncle until she was 6 due to my parents not being able to support 2 kids, and cried at nearly everything. Got her the wrong snack, cried and told Dad. Putting 1 cube too much ice in her water, cried and told Dad. I hold a bit of a grudge because I feel like I had to grow up too fast because of her. Things have gotten better as we grew up. Both parents apologizing to me for everything and her toughening up, but we still don't enjoy each other much. Okay. This person writes like a child. It's really hard for me to read. And he sounds like he's crying about a lot of stuff. He sounds like he's crying about not being the favorite or something. I don't know, but he's annoying me already. On to the story. Zoe has had a friend, L, 16 female, come over to our house. I still live with my parents a lot recently. Elle and Zoe have hung out at least a dozen times in the past month and slept over 3 times. The most recent, unknown to me at the time, being last night at our house. Zoe's school got canceled for today and yesterday due to electrical issues. So imagine my surprise when I came into Zoe's room, not knocking, this morning to ask if she wanted eggs and found 2 figures sleeping in her bed. Who does this guy think he is? He's already like, I don't even know how to describe this feeling that I'm feeling towards this man. I don't know why he thinks that he has some type of autonomy over her and the house. Like, if you're a grown adult and you're staying at your parents' house, you have less of like a sense being there than she does, who's still a minor living at her parents' house, obviously. You're gonna walk into a 15-year-old girl's room without knocking. I don't know who this man thinks he is, but he's weird. I quickly assumed she snuck a boy in. I know I really should have known better, but Elle has a very boyish frame and haircut, and usually they sleep separately at sleepovers. They also were in an intimate position, cuddling in a non-platonic way. I was able to get out before either awoke. But you stayed long enough to like get all those details? This is so creepy. Here's where I admit I did an asshole move. After a bit, I woke up my mom and told her Zoe had snuck a boy in. My mom, forgetting Elle slept over, burst into my sister's room and we both walked in on something we weren't meant to see. Zoe and Elle locking lips. Oh my god! This is so annoying. They break away when we walk in, but I know that both me and my mom already saw it. I'll clarify that both fully clothed and kiss was chaste. I don't know whether anyone likes anyone, but I know for a fact my mother does. Mom tells Elle to head home, which Zoe makes her do. Then the fun began. The fun? This person's weird. Like, get a life. Like, why are you obsessed with your little sister? And like, this is so weird to me. My mom and later dad yell at Zoe for hours. I know a better person would have helped, but part of me saw it as revenge for years of being scolded because of her. My parents go out to cool down and I apologize to Zoe for knocking. She doesn't respond. So I jokingly say, not the little golden child anymore. This person is unhinged. They're crazy. They're 100% the asshole. Like, they've been the asshole from the start of reading this because their grammar is terrible. Like, they are just the asshole on every single plane of existence that they could be the asshole. I'm gonna have to do like a meditation after this one. She says that I'm a bad brother and a mistake, which escalates to a little argument when I tell her that I had it worse and had to toughen up. We exchange some harsh words before she kicks me out of her room. She's currently at my aunt and uncle's while my parents figure out what to do. You're saying that you had it worse when your little sister came into this world with a brother who's already jealous of her, and she's forced to go stay with her aunt and uncle because they can't even afford to take care of her. And then when she's finally able to live at the house with you guys, and you're a fully grown adult and still living at home, and you're mad at her for finally getting some type of like attention and love from her parents, and you think that you had it tough. Meanwhile, she's going through like this like journey of trying to figure out what her sexual preference is and living in a society where it's not okay and not giving her any privacy, and then being like a little snitch and going to mommy and daddy to tell them that your sister had somebody over. Like, grow up. Grow up. Oh my god, this person is so annoying. My parents think I did the right thing, but I talked to my girlfriend and a couple of my friends about this, and most of my friends agree that my only asshole move was not knocking. But my girlfriend says that I'm a huge asshole for how I talked to Zoe afterwards. So Reddit, am I the asshole? You were an asshole the whole time. There's no like, asshole for this, asshole for that. No. The whole time. The whole time you were, okay? The whole time. I mean, everybody's just saying you're the asshole. They're saying, you're the asshole. You're 20 years old, acting like an immature and petty child. You're the asshole. Didn't knock on the bedroom door of your 15-year-old sister. Somebody said, to be fair, he lived his whole life being scolded for little things like that. It must be hard on him. Then move. You're 20. Get the fuck out. Like, you're the asshole. It wasn't an accident and you know it. It was a shitty thing to do and you know that too. You weaponized your parents' bigotry, which makes you no better than they are. Good job. You're the asshole. This is a joke, right? You wrote this out and had the audacity to ask if you're the asshole here. I can't wait to see you on the karma sub crying how unfair life is. Take a moral inventory, apologize to your sister, clean this shitty attitude of yours. You didn't accidentally reveal anything. This was deliberate and just mean. And then OP responded and said, I'll apologize to her whether I think it's deserved or not, but she didn't want to talk when I reached out and she blocked my number. And then someone said, good, I hope she never talks to you again. What an idiot. He deleted so many of his comments. Like, it says OP commented, but then, like, it's not there. What a dummy. I'm gonna see if I can find an update, but I don't really care. These people were both assholes. I don't really care what they're up to. So, on the comment talking about weaponizing the parents for bigotry and being an accident, he goes, I thought she snuck a dude in, and that's against the rules. So they said, I never intended for Zoe to get kicked out or anything, just get scolded. So they kicked her out, a 15-year-old girl. And you're still wondering if you're the asshole? Alright guys, I'm only going to read those two because I can't handle any more of these stories. They both made me very irritated. And I need to go breathe some lavender and get ready for work now and try to cleanse myself of these stories. They were just like disappointing. Anyways, thank you for watching and listening, and I honestly hope that you agree with my assessment of these stories and these people writing these stories. And if you don't, I don't know why you're watching this video, but thank you for the view. Anyways, love you guys. Like and subscribe. Be here next Thursday. I'm gonna keep coming around, so I'll see you guys. Bye.